everyone, and welcome to Castle Nathria. You've been called here today because a terrible crime has been committed.
Gasp.
Yes, it's terrible. You see, Sire Denathrius has been murdered.
Double gas.
And you are here to solve this crime by playing a little game.
Do we get to roll dice? I'm a pro at rolling dice.
No, there's no dice in this game, Liv. We're playing Hearthstone. There's no dice in Hearthstone.
Oh.
Okay, so here's what we know so far. Sire Denathrius invited his enemies over as guests to an elegant soiree at Castle Nathria. Everything was going really great when suddenly Sire Denathrius was murdered. And this party turned into a crime scene.
Oh, goodness.
So now you are tasked with investigating and finding out who done it. We have a wide array of locations and suspects for you both to investigate. So grab your magnifying glass, Liv, twirl that mustache, and Val, don't forget to put on your hat.
But this isn't a deer stalker. I need a deer stalker cap to summon my inner sleuth.
We don't have time for this. You have to become detectives and solve this crime. Okay, Val, you're gonna be up first.
All right. I choose Murloc Holmes to assist in my investigation.
Ooh, a wise choice. Okay, you played Murloc Holmes, and now you need to find 3 clues. First, you will investigate which of these 3 cards were in your opponent's starting hand. If you're correct, you'll move on to which of these 3 cards are currently in their hand. If you get both of those right, you're going to be prompted to guess which of these 3 cards is currently in their deck. If you guess all 3 correctly, you will be rewarded for your skills of deduction with copies of all 3 cards.
The game is afoot. Let us adjourn to the sanguine depths. I suspect that is where Sire Denathrius met his untimely demise.
Locations are a new card type that you play into the battlefield. They have activatable effects. Using the effect won't cost you any mana, but they will lose 1 durability, and after you use the effect, they will go on cooldown for 1 turn. So it's really important that you plan out your turns accordingly to use these locations effects. Unlike minions, locations don't have attack or health, so they actually can't be damaged or destroyed unless a card specifically says so.
I'd like to search for clues.
Ooh, okay. So you look around and you see some chains on the ground. There's a group of spooky-looking jailers in the corner. They're kind of waving their arms menacingly.
Wait. Did you say wave? Like primordial wave?
Nobody said that.
I've got it. Eureka! The person who wanted to do the murder used primordial wave to murderize. They must have used this to transform Denathrius into a frog before squishing it.
That's Balderdash. Primordial Wave is a shaman spell, and this location card says warrior.
That's pretty smart, yeah. Okay, so I want to question somebody from around the area.
Liv, that's a really good idea. On the floor, right in front of you, you can't miss him, is an emaciated-looking priest of the deceased who's been drained of all of his anima. This priest of the deceased has the brand new Infuse keyword, which means he needs anima to regain his lost strength. Infuse cards in your hand will drink in the lost anima whenever a friendly minion dies. And once they collect enough, they'll transform into more powerful versions of themselves, complete with new artwork.
Let me see. All right, I think I've got it. I know who done it, and I'm ready to conclude my investigation.
But we just started playing.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
I believe that Sire Denathrius was murdered by none other than Decimator Ulgra.
Vengeance for the vanquished!
First, Decimator Ulgra lured Sire Denathrius down to the Sanguine Depths, a location deep within Castle Nathria and far away from the rest of the party. There, she overpowered him with the Conqueror's Banner, a weapon that has coincidentally gone missing. And that is elementary, my dear friend.
That's preposterous.
Well, Detective Liv, why is it preposterous?
Well, I rolled a 16 for preposterousness, so I'm pretty sure it's preposterous. And to prove it, I've decided to choose Prince Renathal to assist me in the investigation.
Darkest greetings to you.
Building a deck with Prince Renathal will let you recruit 10 more cards to join your investigation. You'll also start the game with 10 more health. And if you log in right now, you can receive the Prince Renethal legendary card for free. Liv, you aren't exactly working with a full deck here, so you are gonna need all the help you can get.
Prince Renethal is not going to lead me astray, so we'd like to investigate the dungeon.
Cool, okay, awesome. So it's dark, but you can just barely make out a creepy painting on the wall with eyes that seem to follow you as you move. There's a vase covered in cobwebs, and...
Wait, you said vase, right? Like Baroness Vaj.
Yeah.
My first and final suspect is going to be Lady Baroness Vaj.
The House of Eyes is gone.
She always suspected Denathrius was behind the plot to destroy the House of Eyes. And Vaj is one to hold a grudge against Denathrius for his grand betrayal.
That's absurd.
In fact, it's very unsurd.
I do not think that means what you think it means.
I've deducted far more than enough to blow this case wide open. Lady Vaj would lure Denathrius out to the muck pools. It's very lovely this time of year, and he likes to take long walks around the mire, but it's the perfect place to spring a trap. If Vaj was going to squish Denathrius, she would need a minion bigger than him to do the squishing.
But you forget that Denathrius is clever and could have easily escaped.
You are precisely correct, Val. He did escape, and he used Door of Shadows to do so.
So where did he go?
Well, back to the castle, of course. You both follow the trail, and as you walk inside, you're approached by a suspicious usher. He smiles wide and pulls out 3 legendary cards.
+1.
Detective Liv, I must ask you to pick a card.
I choose this one.
Okay. Detective Valerie, which one did she pick?
Should be foolish not to have chosen Lyra.
I chose Renethal.
But you already have Prince Renethal. Having 2 doesn't help your investigation.
But now I've proven I am the more brilliant detective.
Yes, you're both brilliant detectives. It's really something watching you work.
So, who's right?
Well, you both make compelling cases. However, the truth is...
Oh no, another murder!
Looks like we have another case to solve. I'm gonna need another notepad.
I'm gonna go grab my dice.
Are we good? Okay. Can I keep this?